ClaretsTV speaking to Chelmsford City manager Robbie Simpson after the win here against Slough. Robbie, a really good and much needed 3 points there.
Yeah, and deserved, I think. You know, I know Scotty's had a couple of illnesses late doors that affected his team selection, but we have to beat what's in front of us, and I thought we totally dominated the game from start to finish. We created 2 clear-cut chances before their goal. Their goal's a really poor goal defensively from us, given the messages defensively that we gave the players. It was a really poor goal, and it kind of, we were on the bench thinking, not again, like totally dominated the game, and then one lapse of concentration in the game plan defensively, and we concede, and it was an easy goal to score. We didn't make it hard for them to score again, which is disappointing. But I have to say, I have to give credit to the players for not going away from the game plan at that moment. It would have been easy for them to falter in their concentration and their intensity and the way we were dominating the game before the goal. So full credit to them. They stayed at it, continued to dominate the game, knew that we were going to create, like we did before the goal, clear-cut opportunities. This time we managed to stick one home before half-time, which I think was crucial. It was crucial to go in at half-time level, because if we didn't, the game would change again, I think. If we go in behind and they go in ahead, their team talks different at half-time, and so's ours. So, and then second half, it was very much the case of more of the same, and we dominated the game again. And we just felt with sort of half hour to go, the reason why we weren't 3 or 4 goals ahead really was we were just missing that final bit of quality and that final bit of sharpness, that burst of movement to make the decision for the player on the ball for them. Like, I'm making this sharp run, play me the ball. And Kane, I thought, was absolutely incredible when he came on in that respect. And we know Ruffy's got the quality to unlock defences when he has that movement, when he has time on the ball in between the lines and that movement. So the substitutions couldn't have worked better. Full credit to Ruffy and Kane for having the impetus we hoped they would have, and we saw out a comfortable victory really.
And going back to that first half, I thought played quite really well, and it was a bit against the run of play totally when they scored, and justice that we got that goal in the first half.
Yeah, it typified a lot of the games so far. I look back to St Albans game, and I know we had a goal disallowed for offside that wasn't, and then their goal was offside, but totally dominating the game, probably playing our best football away at St Albans, and then finding ourselves 1-0 down, and we couldn't get the equaliser before half time then, and then we had to chase the game in the second half. And it's typified a lot of our games that where we've started well and been dominant, and then conceded a really poor goal. And I'm saying a poor goal because we haven't made the opposition work hard to score the first goal against us. In the main, we defended really well actually. It was just that one moment that we didn't. Other than that, we were comfortable all game, and I say I really liked us today from start to finish. Bar that one moment, I thought we were outstanding to a man, and we always say the subs have to come on like they did at Worthing in a different scenario, coming on to help the teams get a point against 10 men. Today they were coming on to try and affect the game, to help us win the game. The subs are so important, particularly now we can make 5. Every single sub is so important, and they have to be ready. They might be disappointed they're not starting, but they all bring me something different, and depending on my game plan, I'll use some of them here and there, and depending on how many minutes they've played. November's been a really, really tough month, not only in the fixture congestion, the amount of games we've played, but the high level of games that we've had to play against. We have to go away to Worthing, play against Dorking. St Albans away isn't easy. We've had tough games, and it's showing on a few of the players. It really is, and maybe that's why we're not having that sharp movement at the minute. And we've got another game Monday coming up. But I'm really pleased that we've got through November with a reasonable points tally, and it could have easily have been like we should have beaten Hemel. We were totally dominant in that game and should have scored 4 or 5. St Albans, I felt like we should have scored. Worthing, if it wasn't for the red card, I feel we were comfortable and would have won that game, and that red card's overturned, but we don't get the points back. So November's been a tough month, and we've done all right. We've really done all right, and now hopefully we've ended November on a high with this victory. We can roll into December and the winter months and really go on a run.
And obviously, please get some players back. Like Jake Hyde and come off the bench. Kane Critchlow's been on international duty and ill and injured. So to get those sort of players, the amount of attacking talent we had at disposal on the bench was great today, and it worked in our favour.
Exactly that. We've had everyone knows we've had our injury problems this season. I know Aaron does his stats and sends me them each week, and last season we had 27 injuries that enforced the player to miss a game, and this season we've already had 25. So that just goes to show how it's been for us injury-wise this season, and in a particular area as well in terms of centre midfield. So it's been really tough to find a solution. But I've just said to the players there, we were in a great rhythm in September, a really good rhythm where it looked like nothing was going to stop us. And then the FA Cup game happened and the suspensions and injuries, and we allowed it, management team and players, we allowed it to knock us out of our rhythm. And we've built up a little bit of a rhythm now, I feel, particularly with the victory today, and not only the victory but the manner of the victory, how dominant we were, that we need to get back into a rhythm now where we're churning out game after game and it's looking like nothing's going to stop us. And if we do that, and we don't let injuries here and there or suspensions affect us, which are bound to happen in that period, if we're better at handling that, then we will go on a run and we'll push up the league to where we want to be.
And that's the key to get up the table. We sort of put on a run of victories, a bit of a tough one on Monday. Bournemouth got a last-minute winner today, so they'll be coming in confidence on Monday here.
Yeah, good team. They were my personal league favourites before the start of the season, and I know they've had a change in manager now, but they've got someone who knows the club back in and is obviously performing very, very well. Good guy, good setup, good club, good team. But we're going to take some confidence from this today and how well we played. Slough were in the playoffs before today. I think they've just dropped out after today, I'd imagine. But they're in the playoffs going great guns. They went away to Chippenham on Tuesday and won 3-0. And we've totally dominated the game. So that should give us loads of confidence heading into Monday.
Okay, well done today, Simo, and we'll look forward to a good game Monday.
Cheers, Ben. Thank you.